Wonderful. Okay, welcome everybody. We are so thrilled to see you tonight on our call. You are here because someone cares deeply about you and they wanted to share this message of hope with you. My name is Tammy Lamason, and it is an honor to get to introduce you to these incredible women. These are very dear friends of mine, and each is going to share their powerful story of overcoming their struggle and becoming a woman of strength. Life has its ups and downs, and it's how we navigate those challenges that truly shapes us in our outcomes, and it shapes our lives. So as you listen to these stories, I hope you'll see yourself or someone you care about in their experiences. We are all part of a community, the three of us, the three of them and myself, and many of you on here, we're a part of a community dedicated to helping families live healthier. And it started with our family, our very own. My husband and I, we embraced Juice Plus about 23 years ago when our three kids were just little. And now we're grateful to say that we have three healthy Juice Plus grandbabies with parents that have also embraced this healthy lifestyle. So I'm going to move right into our speakers tonight and their stories because they really worked on these and they're excited to share with you as well. So I am going to introduce you to our very first speaker, my dear friend, Lisa Padgett, all the way from Waynesboro, Georgia. Lisa, along with her husband, Bobby, they've been taking Juice Plus since the early 90s. Her legacy, especially for her three grandchildren, is truly inspiring. Lisa, I am so grateful to have you here tonight to share your journey. So I'm going to pass it on over to you, my friend.
Oh, thank you so much, Tammy. It is a true honor to be invited to this call, and I just love seeing everybody across the country. You guys look great, and I can't wait to see you next month for those of you that might be there in Phoenix. But anyway, my name is Lisa Padgett. Like Tammy said, I live in Waynesboro, Georgia. That's out of Augusta, Georgia, near Augusta, Georgia. And she is correct. Bobby and I have been taking this whole food product for the last, it'll be 31 years. And, I heard it recently, someone said it recently that everything in your life is important until someone you love gets sick. And for me, that could not be any truer. Unfortunately, 34 years ago, I lost my mom to breast cancer when she was 43 years old. I was 23 at the time and a brand new mom. I had a 2-month-old. And so to say that my life was turned upside down would be an understatement. Okay. And then the unthinkable happened. Right after mom died, we ended up going to the hospital with Kyle. He caught a brain virus. He's 2 months old, called encephalitis, and it paralyzed the right side of his body and did some significant damage to the left side of his brain. And then 4 months later, he caught spinal meningitis. So why Kyle was compromised from early on, I do not know. But you know what? God has a plan. They told me that my little baby wouldn't walk, talk, see, or hear. But I did not believe it. I truly did not. I knew that God had a bigger plan for him, and certainly that was not it. And so as a 23-year-old, I became very proactive in my health and wellness. I started looking, what can I do to reduce my risk of degenerative disease, especially cancers? And the first thing I did was I contacted the Cancer Institute, and they told me that 75% of all diseases can be prevented through a diet rich full of fresh raw fruits and veggies every day and exercise. And I knew that I was going to fail at both of those. And so I struggled. But in my journey, now this is before the internet, so I had to do old-fashioned looking and, magazine articles, newspaper, books. I started reading things, and I found the common denominator was fruits and veggies. And so I knew that we were onto something there, but I knew it was going to be very hard for me and my family. And so, but I don't believe in coincidence. I think God has a plan, and his plan was encapsulated fruits and veggie powders. And that for me was in 1993 when he brought us to Juice Plus, and it made so much sense. The fact that they were able to put all that produce in a capsule, be able to dry it, process it, vine ripened fruits and veggies was a revolutionary. It was a no-brainer. And it made so much sense. And I told Bobby, I said, this is incredible. I need to get a hold of this as soon as possible. And so we started taking it. And I used to open up the capsules and put the powder in our boys' food. We had 3 little toddlers, and because we didn't have a gummy, and they took it for about a year. They didn't even know it was in their food. But what was so significant was the change in Kyle. He was the one that had the most challenges. It's like a light bulb went on, and I started seeing him thrive. And that was the word my pediatrician used when he saw Kyle a year later. He couldn't believe that it was the same child. And, I tell people, listen, we make no health claims whatsoever, because each person's diet is different. What they're adding to their health needs is different. But Juice Plus made an impact. That was the one thing that we did different, is we started adding these plant powders into our diet, and it changed our family. And so what's really exciting, and that was 31 years ago. Kyle's 34 years old now. I can't believe it. He is a fine young man, and I will share at another story, what happened with him after Juice Plus. But what's so incredible about this is that we have over Juice Plus has become the most thoroughly researched whole food product in the world, you guys. It's fruit powders, fruit, veggie, and berry powders in a capsule. Understand that. Okay. But it's been published in over 48 to 50 medical peer-reviewed journals showing the impact that it's having on our cellular level when we're flooding our body with these plants every day. So it has been exciting. Not only have I become a mom on a mission these last 31 years, I've become a yaya on a mission, because Tammy mentioned it. I now have 3 Juice Plus grandbabies, and I know more are coming. I'm just telling you right now. I already know. My daughter-in-law already told me. And so it is my goal to leave an amazing legacy for these grandbabies. And so it has been such a blessing to be able to not only take Juice Plus for all this time, but share it with some of you here, like my dear friend Melissa, and meeting Tammy and Lisa. I mean, you guys have become family to us. So I just want to thank you guys for saying yes, and hug the person that invited you, because they love you enough to share this information with you. And you're going to hear some incredible stories from these women. Thank you, Tammy.
Oh, Lisa, thank you. Thank you for your story. You know what? Your strength shines through the impact you're making on your family. I mean, it's profound. The fact that you took that initiative all those years ago when we didn't have the internet, right? You knew after losing your mom that you had to make choices, but you had no idea the impact that it would mean for your family today. So you had no idea now. And I love that they gave you the word thrive. Look at your family now. It's thriving. So I love that. Thank you so much. Next, I am honored to introduce my sweet friend, Melissa Salmon from College Station, Texas. She's actually zooming in from my husband's hometown of Wadena, Minnesota. That's like this little. She is there working this week. Melissa has also been taking Juice Plus for 30 years. And I want you to know, she and Lisa had no idea what each other was going to say. I love how this shows how they interweave with each other. Her story is unique. I cannot wait for you to hear how she has become a strong and healthy woman as well. So Melissa, I'm going to pass it on over to you, my friend.
Thank you, Tammy. Well, I'm honored to be with you guys tonight. I love being part of this family, as we call it, and I'm thankful for an opportunity to get to share my story with you. So, yes, it has been 30 years. And um, so interestingly enough, I found my diary the other day, and I turned to my entry date, dated May 25th, 1986. I began to read, and my eyes stopped on this one particular sentence, and it read this: I'm really scared this is going to happen to me too. Have you ever received one of those calls or gotten a diagnosis that rocked your world, or maybe someone you love's world? Well, that was me in 1985, 86, seventh grade, the year my mom had a diagnosis of breast cancer. Then came December 6th, 1992. My brave mom lost her battle with breast cancer and passed away. Was heartbroken, numb, and now even more scared. And that's when I made a decision. I had to do something different. I desperately wanted a different path. I had to figure this out and do this for me. I had no idea where to start, no clue really. So, like Lisa, I started finding magazines and reading articles on health and prevention. I joke with my kids that magazines are pre Google searches on paper. Um, and like Lisa, too, everything I read talked about getting more fruits and vegetables. And I thought, well, great. How am I going to eat all that? And I don't even really like raw vegetables. I mean, seriously, there was no way I was going to eat 9 to 13 servings every day. I mean, it looked like an answer, but was so overwhelming and felt impossible. Then one day, I learned through a friend that there was something that I could do, something I could take to help me get more of those fruits and veggies I needed. It was if my eyes had opened to a new world, a new community of people, people that cared and wanted to help. And there was an endless resource of doctors, an amazing community, and I knew I had to be part, had to be all in. I was desperate. I knew I had to say yes. So I started swallowing these little red and green capsules filled with fruit and veggie powders. I felt relieved and cautiously optimistic that I was arming my body with some protection. Then the berry blend, the complete shake mix, omega were introduced. I started eating them too because, like I said, I was all in for helping my body. And really, Juice Plus was just the beginning. I've learned there are so many things that I began to change on my healthy living journey and lifestyle, like sleep. Lisa's talked about some of these too, the movement and exercise, better clean eating, drinking water, lowering stress, all the things, being in community. And my anchor of it all was and will always be my prayer life and my walk with Jesus. So, what have all these choices done for me? I love that I rarely get sick. I sleep really well and I feel good. And through it all, I have felt a calm, quiet peace. I know I'm on the right path. I realized at some point that I stopped feeling afraid and I started feeling empowered, peaceful, and hopeful. I also started feeling determined to inspire and equip others. I so wish someone would have known and shared some of these things with my mom, but I'm grateful I have people sharing them now with me. Because here's the thing, I don't want any of you or anyone to have to live in fear and live in questioning every day. No one needs to live this way. We can live in a place of confidence and empowerment. I don't know what tomorrow holds, but I know who holds tomorrow. I know my time here on earth has purpose and intention. I know my journey can and will make a difference in someone's life. Maybe you or someone you love has a diagnosis, or maybe you're sitting around afraid of receiving one. Either way, I know we can take steps and make lifestyle choices that help our bodies prevent and thrive. I challenge and encourage you to consider, what steps do you need to take today on your healthy living journey to be empowered to live with hope and confidence? This is what I've learned. This is what I offer you, hope. Thanks for letting me share my story tonight.
Wow. Melissa, that beautiful, empowered, peaceful, hopeful. That was powerful. Thank you for sharing your journey. I am so grateful you said yes to Juice Plus all those years ago, because I'm so honored with your and just blessed by your friendship. So I'm so excited to see what the future holds for the Salmon family. Thank you for taking time out of your work trip too to be with us tonight. Very powerful. Thank you. And just knowing, I can't even imagine being a 7th grade young girl feeling that fear. And I am so thankful that now you have that calm sense. That was very, very powerful. Now, lastly, I am excited to introduce you to another dear friend of mine, Lisa Minnes, who lives in Indian Trails, North Carolina, with her husband, Matthew, and their two boys. Lisa has been part of the Juice Plus family for only 8 years, and it's been a joy to witness their transformations and their family, their whole family. I'm actually going to get Lisa to share with you her story and her family's story. Lisa, I'm going to give it over to you, my friend.
Thank you, Tammy. So there was a time in my life about 8 or 9 years ago. I remember buying and making food and doing what I thought was healthy and hoped maybe my family would eat it. I remember my young son looking at a meal I had made, and he was 3 or 4, and he says, "Oh no, that looks sour." I had him eat what we called a no thank you portion of what I had made anyway. So, but this is just a snapshot of our daily battles here. So I did all the things I thought I was supposed to do, especially for my older son, who was constantly getting sick. With the frequent antibiotics, his gut was compromised, which weakened his immune system. The cycle continued, and I found myself sad, frustrated, and discouraged, with a son diagnosed with ADHD and anxiety who had meltdowns daily. And with that came a significant level of mom shame. I was doing all I could, and I just watched my son, though, seriously struggle with his health and his emotions. I felt helpless. I felt like a stuck stay-at-home mom whose only mission was to just care for her family. And on this mission, I felt like a failure. And I became a shadow in my own life. On top of this, I also had a fear, the fear of losing my husband. You see, his brother had died young and very suddenly, which brought mortality front and center for us. I hoped and prayed my husband wouldn't suffer the same fate that his brother had done, yet there was so much that I had no control of either situation, quite honestly. And feeling like a shadow in my own life, I put myself last, focusing on everyone else, especially those I was trying to keep alive, keep healthy, and calm. It was my husband who had a conversation with a neighbor about a health and wellness product that we now know and love, Juice Plus. Remember, we were doing all the healthy things. He then said to me, "We need to get this product. It's just fruits and vegetables and capsules and chews." And it made sense because despite our best efforts, we just didn't eat enough. The question was, could we fit it in our budget? Well, where there's a will, there's a way. We all invest in things that are important to us. So I became a partner so we could get the best price possible. So what happens when we put fruits and vegetables in our body? Well, I had no idea what to expect as we started the habit of eating the capsules and the chewables. But there was a part of me that just trusted God that this would be good for us and good for our health. We started that new daily habit. My husband and I were eating consistently eating the capsules, and our 2 young sons were eating their chews every day. Now, my sons love the fruit chews, the vegetable chew, not so much. So I had them squish one of each together, and they pretended it was a dinosaur egg. So, moms do what we got to do. But if you're thinking, did it make a difference? I know how you feel because I felt the same way. What we found is that we were craving more produce. We were drinking more water. We were making different foods and moving our bodies more. My husband and I have both lost weight, and we feel so much better for it. Our sons make better choices now. Well, they're teens, so you know how they eat. But we're healing and protecting ourselves through an entirely different lifestyle. I know I'm raising healthy kids, and my husband is focusing on his own health with great daily habits. As a woman who found herself in the shadows, though, I ask myself, where is Lisa in all of this? Today, I focus on my own health. I sleep better. I make better personal food choices. I strength train and I exercise regularly, which all help make me feel strong. I take time every day to eat my capsules and my protein shakes. And as a result, I'm well nourished, more rested, and a more calm wife and mom. An unexpected gift has been the community, though, that I was invited to join as a partner in our company. I'm surrounded with amazing friends and mentors who believe in me, encourage me, and support me. I see myself differently because they see me differently. They have pulled me out of the shadows and into the light. I'm still figuring it out where I fit into our family story, yet I feel better, stronger, and more rested and more focused on my own health and not just everyone else. I've instilled healthy habits into our sons. And when they're gone from our home, my husband and I will still continue to live our healthy lifestyle, consistently flooding our bodies with the amazing nutrition from the incredible plants that God created to fuel us all. Let me end with a question for you, though. Where are you in the story of your life? Have you taken a back seat like I did? Are you in the shadows? I want to encourage you today, step forward and take control of your health. Make yourself a priority. You are worth it.
Wow. Thank you. Okay, first of all, dinosaur egg, brilliant. I don't know how you came up with that, but that was really good.
It was a God thing.
Yeah, push that together. Yeah, and boys love dinosaurs, so
They thought it was awesome. So
that, and then they loved it, right? They loved it.
awesome.
That is great. And I bet they're taking the capsules now, right?
Oh yeah, they're team capsule now, and they just snack on the chewers.
That's wonderful. Lisa, great. I mean, how many mamas out there put themselves in the background? They put themselves in the back seat because they want to take care of their families. Thank you for sharing your vulnerability and your strength. It has been an honor these last 8 years to walk alongside you, to truly watch that growth, watch your whole family grow and to become stronger. I mean, that has been amazing. It's been such an honor to watch you come out of the shadow. So, and like Lisa said, all of you are worth it as well. So I want to thank all of you for joining us tonight, whether you join live or whether you're watching via the recording. If you saw yourself or someone that you know and love in any of these three stories, these three beautiful and amazing women, maybe tonight is your wake-up call. Maybe tonight is your time to come out of that shadow. Maybe your time is to not live in fear anymore. Maybe tonight is that wake-up call for you. So we're here to be able to help you, and we want to share some options with you as well. Maybe you're ready to make a change for your health and you're ready to explore getting Juice Plus for you and your family. Maybe you're ready to add that shake mix or add in the Luminate, maybe add the Omegas into your already Juice Plus journey. Or maybe you have a loved one in your family between the ages of 4 through 25, and you'd like to start Juice Plus, what we call the Healthy Starts program. As an adult order, you can add the Healthy Starts, and that's for a child between the ages of 4 through 25, and you can get that for free, the fruits and vegetables. Or maybe you feel called to share this with others. As you were listening to Lisa and Melissa and Lisa, you're making notes, you're writing your list, and you know that you have so many others that need to hear this message. For $10, you can join this mission too. You can become a partner till the end of August. It's $10. You'll earn 10% back on your orders and those that you share with, along with bonuses and commissions. No quotas ever. I love that about our company. If any of this sounds good to you, please connect with the person that invited you to this call or shared this recording with you. We have resources and support waiting for you to lock arms with you and to walk this journey with you. We're excited to join you in this. So thank you again, Lisa and Melissa and Lisa, for sharing your hearts with all of us, sharing your stories of hope. Thank you to all of you for taking time out of your evening to join us or time out to watch the recording. We pray that all of you have a blessed rest of your night. I'm going to stop the recording and allow all of you to stay on and think. And if you have any questions, we'll allow that as well.
Thank you, ladies. That was beautiful.
Thank
Absolutely
you, ladies.
amazing.
Absolutely. Best
Thank
stories
you.
ever. Thank you.
Beautiful messages. Thank you.